Yes. Okay. That's it's a time for another weekly analysis. It's been quite a hectic, like always, good movements this previous week. It was good volume, um, quite good market conditions, I would say. I think I did. I think that in total I took 5 trades, and 4 of them was wins. Uh, so overall, a good trading um, week, I would say. Um, so as usual, let's start with DXY. Um, let's start with looking at the DXY and what we can anticipate. And what I did say was that this daily gap is what I'm referring to. I would want the price to respect this daily gap, and we enter this daily gap during the Monday, and then we just continued downwards to the week low. The same week low that we have been anticipating for since the start of the year in January. So we have been anticipating lower prices, and we finally took that week low out, which is yeah, we did anticipate some bearishness. Now what we can anticipate is also that we may see continuation. We may see that price continues to go down. Why I'm saying that is solely because we do still have we still have um, like sell side liquidity resting in this trend line. I'll make it white so it's easier to see. So this trend line liquidity that we see from point A to point B, this is a classic retail trend line that we may anticipate for price to keep going. That's why I'm anticipating price to perhaps keep going down. So DXY, nothing crazy. Equilibrium of this daily gap respected. Stop loss above, and yeah, sweep, failed, came back up, and then it plummeted, right? So DXY is DXY is still bearish, I would say. We haven't closed below on the H4. We have rejected it twice, but if we see some kind of bullishness and we just keep pushing up and disrespecting these fair value gaps, then we may see a shift in the market sentiment, I would say. But at this very moment, we are creating higher lows, lower highs and lower lows. So yeah, let's see about that. Euro USD. like I said on the previous weekly analysis, was that I am bullish on the. I was bullish. Um, and I was waiting for price to return to this area to then just continue to the upside. I was bullish because we still had buy side liquidity resting above here. This white line is this drawn liquidity, equal highs. That's where we want to go. And the very fact that we, as I said last week, this was the game for me to look for shorts, but once we pushed above with this daily bullish candle with this huge, then I know that okay, we are so bullish now because if we were like the higher time frame bearish, which we were, because we saw all of this swing low that started this push being taken out. We saw this shift, which indicated that okay, now we have the strong, maybe not the strong high because we still haven't taken out that high, but this is a bearish QM because we took out buy side, then they pushed started from here, right? So once we then saw that market structure shift on lower time frame, we got our confirmation, and with that being said and having that in mind, when we saw that we took out this high, then broke below, then I was bearish. But then, like I said, during the Wednesday, I think it was FMC, or maybe not, we pushed above with quite a volume. So I understood that price is going to go up, no question about it. So it was all about understanding where price wants to go. I did enter a long okay, this was Monday. I think it was just gray areas, the H1BC. So yeah, my entry came during the Thursday. So we pushed down. But I wasn't fully, yeah, and you can see I took a TP. But if we would have held that, like you never know, this would have been a 1 to 12. But 1 to 3 risk to reward is more than enough. So yeah, a beautiful trade. I wasn't sure because we did see this sweep before pushing down, so I was like, maybe this is a proper high that will be respected. That's why I just want to take the TP early, but as you can see, price just continued to go upwards. So now the coming weeks, let's look from a weekly time frame, yeah, let's remove all of this. So let's make a new proper. Okay, so what we can see is that price has gotten to this imbalance on the monthly. I know maybe it's hard for you um, to see, but what we also can see if we drew this parallel channel, let's see if I can find it. Ch -ch -ch -ch. Not here, it should be this one. Regression trend, exactly. The color is maybe not the most beautiful, but um, why I do think that we are bullish is the fact that we see this kind of we have seen this push down. We took it out. Then we now also took this swing. We took out this buy side liquidity. If we would see a major, like a proper major resistance entering here, um, why I'm saying internal is because it's internal in from this high to this low, so it's an internal structure point. But if we were to break below, break above, and then maybe take another candle up, maybe use it as a resistance, then we could continue up to these highs. And then based on how these highs are closed, then we see. So this is external liquidity. This is monthly. This is like the high that was formed during the 18th of March. So I would say that now I'm leaning a little bit more bullish. So we'll keep that green ribbon intact. And the fact that we have equal highs and we haven't seen a like in this case, it didn't matter though, but if we would have seen this, if we compare it, like this can these highs are like the same as these ones, like it's mirroring, right? So we do have high, 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 three highs, high, lower, high, and this one is also lower to this one. Then we have this high, lower high, and this lower high. So all of this will probably be liquidity. It will be liquidated. So the main fact that price is pushing with this kind of volume indicates that okay, smart money is entering bullish. But we still need to see how this monthly candle is closing. And if we were to close with such a bullish candle, like closing above here, then we know for a fact that price will probably just keep going up. And like I said on DXY, it will probably keep going down through that to that trend line, like I showed you. And let's see if it's this one, DXY. This trend line liquidity, like I showed you guys earlier. So that's why it's a high chance that DXY will keep melting. The dollar will keep melting, and we'll see euro and all of those pairs will keep going up. So yeah, so I will make the DXY is still red. Euro is I would say this is a drawn liquidity. liquidity magnets. Okay. So that is basically it. This is monthly. So yeah, on the weekly we do have this swing point, which can be respected. We'll see about that. We could even, after taking out this high, we even closed above it. I would like to see the next candle also closing above this line. If we were to close above here from the next weekly, then that is a proper breakout structure. But if this next candle would close below, then there's a chance that we may attack this low. Okay, so that is basically it. Yeah, so euro, I am bullish. Nothing too crazy about that. I am bullish on the euro USD. We may come back to this bullish order block, and then we'll take it from there, right? So that is a psychological number, 1.15. Okay, so yeah, euro, I'm still bullish. We could see that this reaction comes when we have taken out. So once we've taken out this previous weekly high, come back here, then we could see this kind of play. That is something I'm looking into. Then we have GU, GBP USD. Yeah, so this was how that previous weekly, yeah. And the crazy part is all of this just, yeah, I think it happened. I do think, yeah, it did exactly like I said. It's crazy. So what I did right here, I haven't seen this, honestly. I forgot. Leaning more bearish based on how that the weekly candle was printed. Massive rejection wick. So it's this rejection wick. If price is closing below the H4 support on H1 time frame, I'm looking for sales. If it's respected and price is starting to create bullish structure on small time frame like the M15 or M30, I'm looking for longs. So what we do see is that we closed about here on the Friday. Then the Sunday opening gap, we opened below, come here, then we closed once again, and then it just melted to this blue area, which I do think is a weekly busy, or Where is it? Yeah, this is the weekly. This is a weekly bullish order block. So it got down here, then it exploded up, and yeah, this is the same as euro. Euro USD. And also why I'm not as sure why we should be bullish is because we do have equal lows. I would like the fact that price took this low out first, and then based on that we could see this rejection. But yeah. There is a chance that GU could actually, if we go down to the monthly, currently the monthly candle to candle we are below, and week to week also below. So the very facts, and with all of that in mind, I'm not as bullish, which is probably also the case, as I am on the euro. We need to see, we need to wait. I would like to see what price does once we take this out, and how we do that, and then we see how to react to it. But now it's bullish, but that is also the case why this isn't as green. But we may see some kind of rejection once taken out this high also, and this is the monthly level that has been respected multiple times throughout the years. If you go to further down, so GU at this moment I am bullish, but there's a high chance that we may see some huge move on this one too, with all of these tariffs and all of this indecisive, unsure market conditions, and all the situations that occurring at this very moment with Trump, and yeah, what you can say. So that is that GU. Then we have AU, which for me, yeah, this is not looking too good. We took out this, we closed below with this wick, but then what was the next answer? We had a bullish engulfing, so this also looks very bullish, super bullish to me. So AUD, it's not super bullish, but the very fact that we do have we have a new range from this high to this low. I would say. All of this is just buy side liquidity, buy side liquidity. I would like to see this inverse fair value gap being respected. So daily inverse value gap. I would like to see price respect this area before entering. So we may see this kind of play, maybe to equilibrium of that inverse value gap, and then we pushing up. It's good. It's good time to make money. Honestly, I will go in with some live money. Let's see how much we can make, and yeah, it's good market conditions at this very moment. So that's AU. I haven't traded AU for a while, but what I have been trading is EuroCAD, GBP So let's go through them also, and USD CAD definitely. USD CAD has been, yeah, it has been giving me a proper amount of money. Uh, so yeah, USD CAD is the same as DXY. I'm anticipating for all of it to come down to. It's the same structure as it's an arch, like Swaggy used to say. The market is an arch. This is a trend on liquidity, definitely. Uh, yeah, so let's wait and see how that reacts. Euro GBP. Here we do have that short-term bullish until the internal liquidity is taken out. Best scenario would be for price to go back to bullish order block, and then we see some reaction, which we haven't seen. We didn't see a bullish reaction from this area. If we were to see a proper close below this low on the H4 time frame, then we could see this high being respected, and we would see this low. If we were to respect, it's two scenarios. If we respect this swing low on the daily and even on the H4, so that means that price will keep going up. That basically it. So there is nothing crazy about this. Nothing crazy. I do think that the next level for Euro GBP. The only reason why I'm not, yeah, I would like to see this low also being taken out, but we need to see. There will be some news, upcoming news. This coming week, so we just need to wait and see how that goes. But euro for me, bullish, green, good. Then we do have GBP, the best market conditions. this is definitely a play. And I want to see how price closes below this level. So if we just make a massive H4 wick, then it will be hard, but we are still bullish. We do have that this daily imbalance also here. We are respecting the CP, so there is more a weak. It's more leaning bearish than bullish, I would say. And here we also have this daily BC, and then we have this weekly BC. Let's change the color on this one to blue. So this is definitely a weekly BC. Weekly BC, daily BC. We need to wait and see how this behaves, but the best would be to wait and see how price behaves once it retraces here. Now this is a previous week low. The very fact that we failed to take out this low means that I am leaning a little bit more bearish. If price were to come up here, I will sell it. More like this. So yeah, if price were to come here, I would just look for sells until that previous weekly low. We could maybe take out some levels down here too. Yeah, that's basically it. And then we have least, last but not least, we could go through some EuroCAD too. EuroCAD is also looking very bullish. The trade has been, yeah. So we haven't closed below. Mhm. Yeah. So when we are bullish, we want to close above, and then candle also after wants to keep in the same direction. Here's our liquidity. Cha 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 cha. We have buy side liquidity resting above. EuroCAD is looking very feisty. If you want to do, if you want to lose money, then you will sell EuroCAD. If you want to make money, you buy the EuroCAD. This is the only time to listen to me. I'm just kidding. But if you want to make money, you should only look for buys. Honestly, this is looking very bullish to me. Um, this is a good area to look for some longs from. So I would definitely look for some longs from this area if we were to come back down here. Chung, like this. And this is also psychological number 1.57. Chuck. This is really a good area to look for longs from. The very fact that we took out buy side, sell side, pushing about volume. Overall trend is bullish. Yeah, this is looking very beautiful. 1.257. Let's not be greedy. And yeah, this is 1 to 4 risk to reward. So I will risk half of my lots on this, and then the second half on this trade, and then yeah. So instead of making 4% here, I will make 2%, and here I'll make 1.312. Yes, in total like 1 to R, 1 to 3, 1 to 3.5. I don't know. So yeah. Let's make some levels. Okay. Good. So this is the week analysis for week 16. Let's bring in the money. Let's go.